Hello everyone, my name is Heather Autumn and welcome to a very special edition of Autumn Becomes Me. Halloween is this week, so what a better way to start this week off than going to the Salem Night Fair. So I wasn't entirely sure I was going to be coming back here, but I do pay attention to what you guys like to watch, and this came in at 7.6 thousand people watching it. So I wanted to return again. Of course, the food is fun, new vendors. It's right here behind me actually in a place called Pioneer Village, which is located a little bit outside of Salem. But of course, we're gonna wait till the sun goes down and it all opens up. But till then, I have some business to take care of. On my episode Oddfest 5, which is another very popular episode, if you wanna see that, I'll either link it here or here and it'll be in the description. But I bought a snake. Well, part of a snake, the head of a rattler. And I asked all of you to write me suggestions on what I should name her, because I have Frank, who is a snake in a jar, and she's kind of joining him. And so I wanted to read out some of the suggestions I got really quick, as well as tell you who I decided to go with. So one of the first suggestions was to name her Paulette, which I like. It's a really unique name, but I happen to have an aunt named Paulette. And I just wasn't sure how she would take the news of being named after a dead rattlesnake. So I'm sorry, Paulette didn't work out. Someone else said I should name her Autumn, which I appreciate, but really, there can only be one Autumn in that house, and that's me. Another good one was Medusa, which I really liked, and I really considered because obviously she's a snake, and Medusa is kind of connected to snakes. But then I got some other options. One was named Daphne, and I really like that. That is a really unique name. Came in second. I liked it, but then there was another name that bumped it, and I'll tell you why. So the winner and the name that I will be calling this dead rattlesnake head is Marilyn. So I decided to go with Marilyn because my original snake in a jar is named Frank. And I just felt like Marilyn and Frank is kind of like the combo of Marilyn Monroe and Frank Sinatra. And I kind of like the vintage feel of that. It just seems like it fit. So I'm gonna be going with Marilyn. And I really appreciate all the suggestions. They were all great, but I just felt like that was a heart thing. Like they were meant to be together. All right, so I'm gonna go and get in line for this because it is always long and I'm here early because I don't want to be in a long line. But of course, the real filming won't really start until the sun goes down. See you soon. All right, so I'm here at the Salem Night Fair. The sun's up and everything, it's sunset. So I went to Far From the Tree, which is a brewery, and I got this brew that was just made for this event. It's called As Above, and it has pineapple and mango and vanilla and nutmeg. It's a cider. I'm gonna go and grab a pizza before the lines get too long and wait for the sun to set. So let's go get pizza. So I got dinner at DeadProof Pizza, and I got the great old one with mushrooms. So here it is. Let's give it a try. That is so good. I had them last year. Last year it was raining hideously, so that didn't work out so well. But this year, the cheese is nice and melted. It's definitely one of those places you gotta stop by and have. They make the pizzas on site. It's not in a microwave, it's done in an oven. It's really, really good. So if you're here, try them out. Ooh, I'll go with that one. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, it's the death card. All right, so for that spook, I got the death card. Now, normally people are really afraid of this, but what it really means is change. It's all about the ending of things. And sometimes, unlike the tower card, which is really sudden and unexpected, the death card is kind of a little bit more of like a soft ending. It's all about change, and I'm okay with that.
My name's Ashen. Old Growth Alchemy is my tea business that has gone through many iterations. I started when I was living in Burlington, Vermont. I did an herbalism apprenticeship. Gradually over time, it shifted into my business now, which is teas, the online shop, doing markets like this, and also I have a tea club that is the OGA Tea Guild, so it's a monthly tea club through Patreon. I started bookbinding, so I am in a full-time bookbinding program, and that umbrella is Ashen, Briar, Bindery, and I also have other little like calligraphy prints. I have my own poetry that I've been binding in a chapbook. So I also have Widdershins Stories podcast where I narrate stories, and my partner Joe Saborin will live compose guitar to it. So if you're interested in tea, books, stories, I have many streams that you might find interesting. One of my favorite tea blends that I go to whenever it gets into the cooler times is Hearthglow. It's a praline pecan black tea. It is just really perfect, brewed up nice and strong with some oat milk and maple. For the bookbinding element, I mean, my chapbook is technically not actually released online yet. It will be shortly and may even be by the time this goes live, but I will be doing pre-orders. But I just started having it available for the market here, and it's also available at Narrative in Somerville.
I want you to think of a question that you would like guidance upon. I want you to pick 2 cards. Now is the time to make a financial decision.
That was the one.
Listen to your heart. Let it guide you. Get out of your head and get out of your way. It's the hard work you've put in. Welcomes the success and joy that you deserve. Now is the time to let go of fear and judgment you place upon yourself, knowing that you wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't what you were supposed to be doing.
Channel's done so very well since the last time I signed Beelzebub's book. I decided to remind him that I'm still here and my channel's still going. Alright, so my fortune reads, one dying gleam in my dying hour. That's not creepy at all. Ooh, thank you. All right, so from him, I got some pocket lint. Create your greatest fear and deliver it to the jack-o'-lantern.
great Halloween vibes. This guy, never met him, really, really tall.
Oh yes, I do.
Yeah, crazy. Everybody must come here.
Awesome, thank you. And what's your name?
Sam.
Nice to meet you, Sam.
Nice to meet you as well.
I started House Freya in 2017, and before that I was working on my personal spiritual journey, and so I was creating products for myself to kind of help me using like the law of attraction, nature, the energies that we have, you know, available to us. And so I found that that really helped me in my journey, and so I started to create it for others, for friends, family, and then from there kind of just went into a business. So if I had to name a favorite product, it would be Abundance. Abundance is the first candle that I created for myself before I even named it Abundance, and so I worked with that energy and those, you know, that candle for a while before I started to kind of introduce it to others and to kind of make a business. That's a really special one for me. Amor Eternal, which translates to Amor Eterno, is also an ancestor, past loved one remembrance candle, and that was really close to my heart as well. I work with my ancestors often, so that's a way of honoring them. And also my dad passed away in 2020 from COVID, so I use that also on my altar to light for him as well. Appreciate it.
Things are starting to close up and wind down. You can see it's pretty much empty behind me. I hope you guys had so much fun. If you liked any of the vendors that I interviewed, please check the description below because I'll have their shops linked there as well as any of their contact information. And I just want to give a special thank you to you guys. You were the ones who chose this video by watching it, by liking it, by commenting, and all of those wonderful things that you do. So thank you. I appreciate your efforts, your watches, your likes, all of that. If you're new to my channel, I am a travel and food channel. So if you're into that, please be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell because that will tell you when I have a new video out, which is every Sunday at 3 p.m. EST, but still, you'll be notified. So thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you soon. All right, bye.